are live. Thanks everyone for joining us. So I'm fairly sure we're the only people watching. But anyway, to those out there who will be watching this on YouTube, likely. Welcome to another episode of Aetherseed Cycle of Stars, our D&D live play game. Set in my own little homebrew campaign setting, just with the clock moved to a more modern era. It's an age of industrialized magic and consumerism. Capitalism with fireballs. Before we jump into the game, we'll go around the room and everyone can introduce themselves and who they're playing. Let's go clockwise and start with Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm playing Dagobert Swiftfoot, a Lightfoot halfling.
There you go. Hey.
Hi, I'm Nate. I'm playing Errol, a craggling fighter.
Yeah. Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I'm playing Will, a fire dynasty cleric turned chef.
And last but not least, Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I am playing RaQui MriTtyur, and I'm an Arakocra bard.
Yeah. Last time on Aetherseed, it was a time for, well, downtime. As the characters took time to take care of some personal business, spy on other members of the group, tear them a new one because of their lack of professionalism, and how dare they abandon them, and have some family visits, get big hugs, and find things out that they couldn't have before when they were worrying about their lives. RaQui did a lot of research about different elements of the forces working against them. Will went home, met a certain investor that she's kind of learned to like over the past few weeks, despite having a very negative opinion on principle about the individual from the beginning. But he had to eat a lot of crow on that one. Dagobert decided that Errol was an idiot and was likely going to put himself in danger, so decided to follow him, and then lost him the moment he left the Seekers Guild. Holy crap, what was that? Okay. Someone's phone rang. Just gonna say. Just there was a very loud ringing. Anywho. And last but not least, Errol went to pray, went to work, saw his uncle come out of the police station and decided he would...
killing his mom and...
What the hell is that? What was that?
I can't tell whose box it's coming from.
I've been on mute this whole time.
Yeah,
As
I've
have
got
I.
one because I'm sharing a room.
Anyway, Errol continued to do some research, had dinner with a very kind Soulforged, and then got some very interesting news about his father, who had been missing for a little bit, was found and is now in the hospital with his mother, and then got a nice reminder from his uncle that he gets this one time as a warning because they're family, but to mind his manners going forward. We're gonna pick up right where we left off. It is the first day, the tail end of the first day of Errol's downtime. Everyone else except Dagobert is busy with their own things. RaQui has her head in a book and is not likely, and as we saw from her downtime, she's not coming out of those books for at least another 2 days. The world itself disappearing from her sight as research takes over. You are sitting in the mess hall of the Seekers Guild, this multinational organization of professional adventurers. Before you is Bolus, the receptionist, a very fancily dressed Soulforged. Soulforged being this universe's equivalent of a Warforged, just created from the souls of the dead. It's complicated. And Dagobert is there sitting by your side, enjoying dinner. You have just received some grave news, and you have just also received a call to educate you.
If I recall, I think the end of last session, I had made a comment towards Bolus, and I will just look at Dagobert so he can see that I'm getting up and I'm going to leave to go see my dad.
Does Dagobert follow?
Yes, he does. Yeah.
You catch up with Errol as he is striding, looking to go towards the garage to get in his car.
Where are we going?
My uncle, Giovanni. My dad's in the hospital because he took offense to me being threatened despite me telling him not to go after Giovanni. He did, and now he's in the hospital, so I'm going to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, runs in the family. I see. Okay, I'm coming with you.
Yeah, that's why I waited. Well, that's why I motioned. I send a text to the group to say I'm heading to the hospital with
Okay.
Dagobert.
You get in the car and you drive towards one of the many hospitals in Washington City. You receive a notification from your mother telling you exactly which one. And as always, the message is very short, very dry, very much to the point. You drive, and the hospital is state of the art, as many are in this city. But you can tell that when you get to the floor where your father's room is, that someone has arranged for some extra security. The entire hallway is lined with the equivalent of Men in Black kind of protection. People in suits, professional looking, earpieces, and just staring out into nothingness with dark shades, sunglasses, making it impossible to see behind them, and make even a remote sentient being connection. These are impassive faces there for a single purpose. Make sure that if anyone starts a fight, they finish it.
I think Errol's probably taken aback for a minute. I'm not sure he would have seen this kind of a display. Wouldn't have had cause to, but kind of walks forward anyway.
As you approach the door to your father's room, one of the guards, call them that, one of the guards steps up to you, blocks your path, and say, "Sir, I need to check you for weapons."
I mean, I will like just holds in his arms out, but he will say, right boot, knife. That's it. Everything else is away.
The guy checks you, takes your weaver, and scrolls through the war weaver settings. Weapon shield. We will return this to you. He detaches the war weaver from the module, from the extension from your normal weaver, hands it back to you, and says, "We'll return this to you when you leave the room."
That's my dad. I'm not going to hurt him. And
I can't know if you're who you claim to be, sir. I have to take precautions.
yeah, okay. I don't care. Let me in.
He steps out of the way and opens the door behind him. You go in, and Errol, your dad has always been a figure of strength in your life. He's always been, despite being what most would consider a hippie, and always just in his garden with a cardigan or a turtleneck sweater, and just salt of the earth kind of person. Always very active, and you don't remember him being very sick or even getting hurt that often. He is in a full body cast. He is more than unconscious. In every inch of his body is wrapped either in bandages or in, well, a cast. Hands, feet, arms. There's a neck brace. If there was a way of hurting your father, whoever did it was thorough. And didn't so much hurt your father as completely dismantle him. Beside his bed, make an insight check. Dagobert, you may make one as well.
Wait, I need to check what's in my weaver. 1 second. Okay, 16.
Four.
Dagobert, you're looking around, you're way too focused on the men in black and just overall security to pay attention to, minute behavioral details. Errol, you come in, and by your father's bed, you see your mother sitting, and for the millisecond almost that it takes her to be aware of your presence, you see that she is trembling from top to bottom. She has the sheet of your father's bed like wrung between her hands, and she's shaking, and her lips trembling. The moment you come in and she kind of notices you on the periphery, you see all of that shut down. And she goes perfectly still, and every outward hint of emotion or distress completely disappears.
Is hers the only chair?
No, there's another one by her side.
take in everything, and then I'm just going to go over and I'm going to kneel down because Errol's fairly big. And I just like offer my mum my arm. Like I go to put it around her, but he doesn't quite do it.
She does not reciprocate.
Then he just kind of like pats her shoulder and lets it go.
She slowly, carefully leans back, turns to you, and despite your relationship with your mother, I don't think you've ever met her gaze like this. Her eyes are stone cold. It's not disappointment, it's not anger, it's not any of the emotions that you kind of, for the lack of a better word, used to dealing with. This is a complete lack of emotion. This is basically taking her humanity, putting it in a drawer, closing it and locking it away. And she speaks, and it is the most detached tone of voice you've ever heard in your life. He says, for the record, he will not be pressing charges. We will not pursue this. You will let this go.
I wasn't going to suggest any of that. I don't want anything to do with Giovanni, and I didn't want Dad to go after him. But he didn't listen to me.
And you didn't listen to anyone else. Don't ever threaten someone without knowing what they are capable of. You're not a child anymore.
He just doesn't respond to her. He's just going to go over and sit next to his dad.
The door opens and a man, an Earth Genasi man with almost bronze-like skin, comes in and says, well, hello, Adam, your son, yes, very well. Just to make sure that you're all aware, he is stable, his treatment continue, we're alternating between rest and both medicine and some healing spells. We need to be careful in the administration as we need to make sure things heal properly and in place. We don't want any broken bone or any shard of bone healing in the wrong direction or the wrong configuration. So we'll need to take this slow. Your husband was severely hurt. It is frankly a testament to his ancestry's resilience that he is even alive at this moment. But he is in good hands, and we will do our utmost to take care of him and have him home as soon as possible. If you need anything, if you want to ask anything, we're at your disposal anytime. Your mother turns to him and gives him a very uncharacteristic, kind smile, just nods, but doesn't say a single word.
I just plant myself here, essentially. I don't really intend to move.
The doctor kind of reads the room and the tension in the room, looks at you, Dagobert. You still look like sheesh. A tough crowd.
Dagobert kind of look like he's not paying attention to anything, while simultaneously making sure to check out all the windows and stuff.
The doctor leaves, and a few minutes later, there's a knock on the door. And one of the men in black says, "Ma'am, the gifts arrived. We've checked it. There's nothing undue in it. It's just a gift basket." One of them brings it in and puts it at the foot of the bed. There's a little table right after the bed where you can put cards and everything. And there's a jug with water, and they put down the gift basket. It's a typical gift basket, some balloons, some, sweets, bonbons, that kind of thing. And the usual, get well, swift recovery kind of thing.
That's it.
Sorry?
Errol glances at it and kind of is like, just assumes it's probably from Giovanni.
I have to check the card for that.
No, he's not moving. He's sitting at his dad's side and he's not moving. So
Your mother stands up and goes to the gift basket, grabs the card, and grabs it, sees the note, nods, and puts it back down. Pours herself a glass of water, drinks it, puts it down, goes and sits back down next to your father.
I don't think I can. Hope you can't hear that.
I can, but it doesn't matter.
Look, you probably don't want me here, but I'm gonna sit here for a bit and I'll leave soon. Maybe.
Welcome to England, everybody.
Welcome to living outside of a pub.
We need this clipped. Fucking hell. Your mother does not, gives you a look, like turns to look at you for a moment, and then just turns and looks away. She doesn't reply. You're muted.
He's just going to mirror essentially her from when he walked in. He'll lean across and he doesn't really want to touch his dad. He's got heavy hands, so
You're not gonna break him.
he just kind of puts his hands next to where hers were on the sheets and tries to keep it together.
You know
Doesn't have
what?
any
Let's
words for his
have you
mother.
make a wisdom saving throw. See if Errol can indeed keep it together.
Wisdom save. Nope, 3.
I am going to remind you that you still have, there's still a reroll available from last session.
Nope, you know what? His dad's in, that close to being in a body bag. He can cry. It's fine. Just didn't really want his mum to see him cry, but whatever. He's probably shaking. Like, this is the last thing on the list. Do you know what I mean? His life is in danger and he has no idea what's going on. And now his dad is here.
Very good. Dagobert, as you're watching this rather tense family moment, perhaps get even a bit more awkward for you, seeing as despite his best efforts, the last few days take their final toll on Errol and he simply breaks down.
Just leans over the bed, presses his head into the sheets.
Dagobert just tries to look as small as possible, not draw attention to himself.
You kind of press yourself against the corner. I'm not here. Errol's mom stands up. You see her look down at Errol, walks around the bed and goes towards the small bathroom that is connected to the hospital room, and goes inside and locks the door.
I'm not paying attention to her.
Does Errol remain there for the rest of the night?
Yeah. Probably, honestly, probably most of the next day too.
I will remind you, you did make an appointment with the commissioner.
Yeah, at some point in the morning, he's going to cancel it.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's football season. People act like dickheads.
Yeah, he will call this the commissioner's secretary, I guess, and just cancel it. He calls his boss too and is like, yeah, I'm not coming in today.
The assistant for the commissioner goes, very well, but detective, I remind you that the commissioner's time is very precious. So please do not create appointments with the purpose of canceling them and wasting his time.
I understand. My father's in the hospital.
I'm sad to hear that. I really am. But the point stands.
So I'm here instead. My apologies to the commissioner. Please pass my apology to him.
Very well. And hangs up. And the captain says, oh, shit. Okay. Need anything there? Want me to send someone to keep an eye on the place?
Not if we don't have the resources. I think my mother has it covered, but it couldn't. No, it's fine.
Oh,
I just. I need to know if anything else has happened on the case, but not today. Can I come in for an update? Maybe
I'll send
tomorrow.
Varys to you.
Thank you. You shit.
Why do people think that they can sing? I don't know. Anywho. I'll be honest. I can come up with a lot of shit, but drunkards outside a pub during a football night, that's far more entertaining than I can ever be.
That might be slightly better. I can't promise it'll be perfect.
The night passes. Dagobert, do you remain at the hospital or find a way to make your return to the Seekers Guild?
I'm just going to wait with him. I'll leave when he leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here until, well, I guess until whenever the next day Varys arrives. But by then he's probably quite a bit of a mess.
In the morning, your mother's assistant arrives, and they both leave the room for a bit, and she doesn't return for at least a few hours. There's a knock on the door. This is around like 11 a.m. So I will say, do Errol or Dagobert at any point go, hospital cafeteria and get something to eat?
It's 11. Probably not. Probably not yet. Errol might have gotten like a coffee from a vending machine.
Paris comes in and says, can I come in? He comes in, looks at that and says, oh, holy fuck. Jesus. Not Jesus. Goes, damn. Dude, you okay? Considering.
Errol just looks at him.
I mean, considering, is he alive? Yeah, I'm guessing.
He's alive.
Good.
He hasn't woken up yet.
Oh, crap. Either way, I don't know if I should tell you this, but that guy that was at that crime scene, the, aquamarine tiefling guy.
Yeah.
He's outside.
Fuck's sake.
He kind of tipped his hat to me as I came in. I decided to politely ignore him.
If you could stay as far away from him as physically possible, that would be great. But apparently he just keeps turning up everywhere. everywhere. The man who told me to drop everything keeps turning up everywhere.
I want to tell him, man.
Yeah,
That
he did
sounds
this.
this whole thing sounds like some shit you might need to hash out yourself.
Yeah, he did this. This is his doing. So we're not doing that.
Fuck me. Then if you need to hash this shit out, hash it
You know, I already have.
early, you know, as soon as you can, because
I already
fuck
have
me if
one
you-
person trying to kill me. I guess maybe. So what's one more?
I know. Oh fuck me. I don't know. I should argue with you the meaning of that statement, because you know more people trying to kill you is worse. So you know, just
He's outside, yeah? Did he seem like he was waiting?
just standing there, really. You know, maybe you know, casing the joint, you know, scanning the place. I don't know. I have no idea.
No, this is just. This is because I should hold my tongue and I didn't. So this is my fault. I won't do it again. Just gonna
Okay,
leave him alone.
so okay, case wise, not that much. I mean, we still need to get some form of warrant or permission, or you know, talk to someone that can get us to talk to the tree, like you wanted to. That's I don't have that kind of pull, and it's gonna be very difficult to convince a judge to, you know, let us talk to the tree.
Yeah.
Another note, you remember that the list of factories?
Yeah.
We got a report this morning. One of them got hit last night. Mana regulator is gone, much like the other one.
Did we? I haven't spoken to you since. Hey, Dagobert.
Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't been paying a huge amount of attention over the last 12 hours. Did you find anything on those names that we got?
I know a little bit about one of them. I don't know anything about the other.
And then someone said, hang on, let me find it. Maybe it was an Errol, hang on. Someone said something about look into the no, that was the investors. Yeah, that's what that was. Mm-hmm. I tell Varys the two names that we had from the Dawnflower paints, Mayflower paints. The investors, we were told something.
Yeah, you had Alexandros Lindor and Belver Lomaris.
Belver Lomaris, yeah. Lomaris, something like that.
Lomaris. Lomaris.
ARISS. I got the I and the R the wrong way, sorry.
They're the investors to the.
I've been distracted.
Oh no shit. Not, you know, can't blame you.
There's no point. There's just no point even bringing up the fact that I can't do this because I don't have a choice. So
the door opens, your mother steps in, takes one look at Varys, then looks at you and says, out, both of you.
we're leaving. his mother, he's outside, just so you're aware.
Who?
Who do you think?
Well, don't do anything stupid. I don't have that many people I care about that you can put in danger.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Now, if you're going to be doing any work, at least have the decency as I had to leave the room and let your father rest.
Leaving. I drag myself up and leave the room.
Dagobert, do you follow or stay in the room just for the warm and fuzzy moments with
Yeah.
with Errol's mom?
There's not a chance Dagobert's staying in a room alone with his mum.
I get my war weaver back.
Yep, the guard hands it to you.
I check it. It's still all there.
All there.
Please keep them safe. And then walk away from the guards.
The guy doesn't even reply, just gives you a blank face. Dagobert, as you are kind of leaving behind Errol, his mom for a moment grabs your shoulder.
Oh, God. I'll just turn around. Can I help you?
He leans in and whispers, "Take care of him, will you?"
I'll try.
And she goes back and sits by her husband's bed.
Errol's gonna just kind of make a beeline for the exit. And he's gonna take out his phone and he will text everybody that he loves, essentially, just saying, I love you. That's it.
Okay.
Because at this point, he's like, what if I didn't get to say it? So.
Okay. Where does Errol go next?
Varys, did you drive? I guess you did drive.
I mean, yeah, I didn't walk.
Sorry, I'm kind of paranoid about leaving people now.
No shit.
Just add it to the fucking list, right? Station or Seekers? I guess I should change Seekers Guild then.
I mean, you can do that. I need to go back to the station. You want to go talk to any of these investors? Or do you want to stay here with your dad? Cool with me.
I'm gonna get cleaned up and I'm gonna do, I don't know, some research or something and figure out what the best plan is. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna just get changed and showered and become somewhat alive. I'll see if I can make some headway into getting some of these warrants at least in the pipeline, and I may come back. Call me tomorrow, I guess.
Will do.
I said I wouldn't be in for a few days, so Captain said it was fine. Well, she didn't, but she also didn't say it wasn't fine, so.
Yeah, I think that and a full body cast kind of trumps anything else.
Yeah, and I am, as she said in her own words, just really there to draw them out. So I guess it doesn't really matter.
Did she tell you that?
Yeah. She said, no one better to draw them out.
Wow. That's cold.
Welcome to my life. I don't want you to get hurt.
You mind if I, just in case, get Rodnar and Palik in the loop? Technically, they're not on this case, but
I think it was their case. I don't know how it morphed from Rotnar's case to my case, but
I think Rodnar's case. I don't know.
Yeah, me either. So, yeah, bring them up to speed. They were questioning the guys initially anyway, so
yeah,
they're kind of involved.
Yeah, just in case, I'll let them know. I'll make some bullshit up to the captain about needing additional resources. With you dealing with your dad, and I'll figure something out. Just so there's no one gets hurt.
Hey, Varys.
Professionally speaking.
Thank you.
Hey, that's what partners are for, man. I'm heading out. I'm not even gonna say anything else about the dude outside. I'll leave that to you.
Avoid him. If he talks to me, I'll just I don't know. Try not to die.
I mean, I'll be honest. Dude puts my dad in the hospital. I don't know how I would react.
Don't. No. If I focus on that too long, I'm going to do something real stupid. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it. I won't, because look at my dad. It's not going to end well.
I mean, it's different if he does something to you. Because then, he's assaulting an officer. We can, things can be done. We can get him, pull him in. We can arrest him.
No, we're not going to do any of that because you remember I told you, come here. And I tried to come off to like a side where we're secluded, maybe in the parking lot. I don't know where we are. We've been walking.
You've been walking and talking. Right now, you're in the parking garage. You're heading basically
and I pulled
for your car and his
well.
car. Yeah.
I'm going to bring both of them over. Okay, look. Full disclosure. Remember I said he was at the precinct the other day?
Yeah?
Yeah, he was talking to the commissioner. Well, I had a meeting and I've cancelled it because I'm not poking this bear.
I mean, who the fuck is this guy, man?
My uncle.
I know that bit. I know in the grand scheme of things, who the fuck is this guy?
I don't know, but Dagger, you said something like, you don't know what it costs him to do things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he's terrifying, and I don't think he's the biggest fish in the sea.
I mean, I saw your dad. I think you got it right on the terrifying bit.
Yeah. He's family, remember? I think that's the only thing that's kept my dad alive. And he said I get one. And I'm not going to push my luck.
Oh, shit. Well, one hell of a family you got, Errol. Also, is your mom always like that?
Yeah. I really tried for a long time to you don't need my family history. Yeah, I'm still trying. He's trying not to have a breakdown.
This time around, we'll make you roll for it.
He's just like barely holding it together. There's a lot happening and it feels like I'm at the center of it. And I don't know what I did, but there's that box. Did you find anything on that?
No
As far
print.
as I'm aware.
No prints on the box. Found prints on the wing itself, but they go to someone who's deceased.
I list off the names of all my friends.
The third name you ring out, that's the one.
They're dead. I need to talk to the RaQui, Dr. MriTtyur.
I mean,
think
you're
she
heading to the Seekers Guild. You'll find her there.
I think she found their records. They're definitely dead. But I'm thinking a family member maybe blaming me.
No idea, man.
But I just feel like this is a lot. How did my name get on that list with those other people, you know? I don't know what to tell you. I'm
I
lost.
have no clue whatsoever, man.
It feels... It's not me, though, right? There seems like there's...
A lot going on, yeah.
Like 10 leads that all go in different directions.
I mean, that's how things usually go.
Yeah, but usually there's...
You don't know. Oh, come on, Errol. We never know where the leads are going to take us until we go after the leads.
Yeah, but normally...
Along the way, sometimes there's a pattern. Sometimes there's fucking not.
Yeah, black tiefling dude as well. There's that. And there's these guys being taken off the street. I'm not the only one in this, but maybe these are different things just converging, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry.
As I said, I'll head back to the station, do things on my end. Try to figure out more about this other factory that got hit. And go from there.
Yeah. Varys, do you mind if you could speak to the DA? See if we can pull records on these two guys, because we don't have access.
Yeah, I'll have a word.
But be careful. I could do without you in a plaster cast too.
I said it before, dude, you're not my mother. I know how to take care of myself.
I mean, you met my mother, right? I'm not really sure what you mean by that.
I mean, all due respect, that was a stone cold lady.
Yeah.
But you don't need to be all the time, worrying about my safety. I know I can take care of myself. And it seems to me, no offense, that I need to take care of you instead of you taking care of me right about now.
You are, because you're here and you're helping, so.
But let me do my thing. You
do the people thing. I'm not good at that. I'm going to do the other things.
I wish I didn't have to do the people thing. People thing nearly got me killed. That's a story for another time.
Yeah, okay. When things are not shit.
We'll talk later. And he gets in his car and leaves.
I check my car over.
Make an investigation check.
Wait, Dago, help me check my car over.
Have advantage.
Oh, good. Okay, slightly better. All right, hang on. 14.
You don't find anything.
Okay. I get in my car.
You turn on the car and begin to drive. As you leave the parking garage.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, what?
I didn't get in the car until after he started the ignition.
Yeah, he goes, pulls in the key. Dagobert takes a step back. Nothing happens. You get in. You leave the parking garage and right in front, across the street, with a coffee in hand, drinking, is Giovanni.
I will drive past him slow enough to just say, like, mouth, just, sorry.
He is about to take a drink, puts it down, and just smiles. And it's just the most gentle and warm smile that you've, considering it is as warm and as kind and almost filled with love as the smiles your husband gives you.
Oh, creepy.
And he just continues drinking.
And then Errol thinks about speeding up, but then he's like, no, last time I tried to do that, things went wrong. So he just drives to the Seekers Guild.
You drive there, and RaQui is, when you try to find RaQui is in the library, buried under like 17 different stacks of books.
Yeah, and to be honest, Errol's going to stick his head in, thinking, just stay in work mode. And then as soon as he sees she's really preoccupied, he's like, I'm just going to get dressed. I'm going to get changed and showered. And he just goes to his room.
Okay. And Daggerword follows you into the shower as well.
I don't notice him until it's like too late.
He's just in the ceiling, like hanging from the ceiling.
How did you get up
Here's
there?
the soap.
Throws it at me.
on a rope.
It's sharpened. It's been whittling it away.
Yeah. You change, Daggerbird. I'm guessing you do the same thing.
Yeah.
Where are you heading next?
Yeah, I knock for Dagobert, and then I'll see if we can find RaQui.
You go to the library. RaQui is in the middle of research.
I'm gonna tap on the desk.
Because we've already kind of played out what RaQui does, and RaQui is singularly focused on things that has proven to be. RaQui, I will have you make an intelligence saving throw to see if you can pour yourself away, like get out of the zone, so to speak, and for a moment pay attention. I will say, just in case, you still have rerolls available.
No, I'm too engrossed in my research. I rolled a
You
6.
knock on the door. You almost go and shake RaQui herself. She is locked in. In fact, you hear just muttering the things she's reading. It's like you're not there.
I look for the Storm Lady, and I'm like, how long has she been this way?
Mintra appears just, I don't know, like 5 hours, 6. Did the same thing yesterday. I think she only realized she was still here when she got hungry.
Wow. Okay, I'll just come back later.
I don't care. And she walks away.
Thank you. Maybe. I look at Dagobert.
She walks away, then turns into like a stormy cloud and flies into the stack of books.
Do we think, and I'm now talking to Dagobert, do we think the Seekers may have information here? We're in the library, we could find things, or we could go talk to the head Seeker.
I'm bound to have some information, whether it's information we need or not.
Yeah, didn't RaQui, before she became zombie RaQui, didn't she say something to us about the Seekers and the Quiet? Maybe she said that to my captain. I don't know. I'm sure she said something like that. They have to know something. They have to know more. We have a lot of names. Where's the head librarian? Let's just see if they have any records of these names.
You go to back to the front and ring the bell, and the head librarian comes in, rolling in his not a combat wheelchair, it's a scholar's wheelchair, because everything that might be combat related is just a bunch of scribe tools and racks of books. He goes, yes, the detective, correct? Yes. What can I help you with today?
Good morning, Kelda. Afternoon, Kelda. I wondered if you had any information. There's two names. There's actually a few names, but two names specifically. It's Alexandros Lindor and Belva Lamaris.
Let me consult our archives. We may have some information on them, just on profiles on individuals of interest or public personas. A moment.
Thank you.
He goes away, and a few times you see him rolling upside down or perfectly vertically across this like MCS-esque library. And then you hear, aha! And he comes rolling back down. Goes, sadly, on the first name, Alexandros, and we do not have any record. The second one, it's an investment banker suspected of certain wrongdoings, though nothing has been proven. He's been a person of interest in both police and seeker activities, but again, nothing's been proven. Doesn't mean it's not true, but nothing's been proven.
The names have come up again, so.
And we have an address of both his office and home, if you'd like any of them.
Yeah, we'll take them, please.
He hands you a paper with the addresses.
I guess, did RaQui already take out books from whatever you have on the Quiet?
There she's perusing most of it.
That's what she's doing, yeah.
Yes. That and necromancy, but...
What?
Yes. She has permission from the head seeker on the research of the subject.
Errol gives her a side eye. Okay.
Oh, necromancy is just like any other art. It has its use. It's a tool.
Yeah.
There's no need for that kind of side eye. In fact, if you'll allow me to say this, it's quite ignorant of you to assume things.
It's really more her line of work, along with necromancy. Well, I guess. No. Yeah. Sorry. I guess that was a knee-jerk reaction. Last thing, and this is a real long shot, and you probably don't have anything, but
yes.
I give him 5 family names, and they're 4 family names, and they're my friends. just the family
Eventually,
names.
you'll need to come up
I need
with
to
the
write
actual
them down.
fucking name.
I have 3 of them from an old backstory.
He goes, I can look them up and see their ancestry, and I'll let you know if I find anything interesting. So it might
Thank
take
you.
some hours.
Thank you. No, genuinely, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Very well. Is that all?
Yes. Can I get you anything?
No, I'm quite well, thank you.
Thank you. Errol leaves the library. Maris is taking care of these possible warrants meetings. We've got to talk to someone at the fuck's sake, someone at the foundation about these cause mana regulators, right? Dagobert, you might not want to tell me, but is there a reason you were trying to hide things from the scene that first time?
Looked expensive.
I mean, off the record. I don't care what you were doing unless you're part of the quiet and here to murder me.
I've had plenty of times to do that already.
Well, there you go then.
Even your mother told me to take care of you. But I think she meant,
Jesus.
like, in a
Do
nice way.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I do. It's the first decent roll. 22.
He doesn't seem to be lying.
Most useless check in the world. Errol just gives him a look like...
You have a moment where your kind of mental image of your mom and your relationship with her, and it goes with this new input of information, and it goes doesn't compute for a moment.
Would it, like, take care of me or take care of me?
I think she meant, don't let you die. She's a hard ass.
I feel like I
But-
believe the other one more.
Deep down, maybe deep down, she does care for you.
I'm so confused. I don't know anything anymore. It just stands there for a minute. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what else to do today. All I want to do is go back to see my dad.
Do you think going back there would help?
No. It's not going to make him heal any faster.
And we can't do anything about the guy who did it. Because he just killed us all without a second thought.
Yeah. And you're just not going to tell me what's going on with you, right?
I'm deep in a shed. I got a secret organisation that I didn't really realise was true, trying to kill me.
Oh,
Because I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And the one person who knew I was going to that place, turns out he was already dead. Brilliant.
Yeah. And then they didn't, those things at the warehouse. I don't think I hit him, but you did. The fake Biros. Did he bleed?
No.
No.
Because the things that we fought in the paint factory were definitely some kind of a construct.
Yeah, and they're powered by those things.
Well, not powered by them because they were already functioning, but they're there to take those things and kill us. This thing
Wasn't the one from the factory inside him? The old card reader.
I saw him pull a card reader like out of somewhere, out of a sleeve, maybe.
I'll remind you because it was quite striking for both of you. It literally came out of his arm.
Oh, I did.
And kind of like through the almost like spandex kind of skin tight suit that they have, like full body. Kind of pressed against that, and it just came through.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It did. It came out of his arm. And he put the module in, and he threw it, and then that creature came out. The same as at the paint place.
Do we know if they're the same type?
I don't know if they're the same. I'm not good with technology.
Who's
Mother
got 'em?
would know. I don't
Has Rat
think my
got 'em?
mother wants to help us.
Has Rat got them?
They're at the precinct. We could see what they've got about them.
Well, if they're the same thing, we could look up who's been gathering lots of the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the precinct. We're not doing anything else today. Let's go to the precinct and see if we can get some information on those module readers that we gave them.
I reckon we go disturb Rack. She's had her head buried in those books long enough. She might actually have a lead we can follow.
Well, on the module readers, I don't know that she's looked into them either. She gave them into evidence.
She's a clever one. She's book smart. She might have something useful.
Well, true, but we couldn't shake her out of it. Let's
maybe stab her out of it.
Well, I think that's assault. So I'm maybe not going to do that because I'd have to arrest myself or you. So
what if it was accidentally stabbed her? Maybe I was like sharpening my knife and fell over.
And then maybe she'd still press charges and there'd still be an investigation. We'd be back to square one. Let's go to the precinct and see what they've got, and then we can come back and shake her. Maybe jostle the chair around.
Okay.
I think I could lift her up. Maybe we just move her away from the books.
Maybe just close the book.
I think she was like this.
Maybe you put a book.
Beak pressed against them.
No.
I don't know how she reads like that. Maybe she's short-sighted.
Blind as a bat. Okay, so we either stab RaQui to get her attention, which you said we're not allowed to do.
We're not doing
that. To the precinct. Where's Will?
Wait, she went home, right? That was the text message we got.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm going to text Will.
Right then, at that moment, Will was singing along with the radio, driving down from Felinor, just about crossing the border.
Making my way downtown, driving.
No. DMCA, don't fuck up my channel.
It's all right. That sounded nothing like the original. That was so out of tune.
No, I wasn't even trying.
So precinct then, is it?
Yeah, precinct.
Yeah, and I text Will like, "Where are you? Are you alive?"
Will suspiciously for some reason will not be getting any of your messages until
later.
for the dramatically appropriate moment.
It's fair. We go back to the precinct.
As
The
you're
next-
heading towards the precinct, you get a call from Varys.
Oh gosh.
He
I
says,
answer it.
okay, I need you to come in. Because I talked to the DA, and when I mentioned one of the names, she fucking flipped out. And basically, in no uncertain terms, told me to drop it.
Oh great.
So, yeah, come in. This
Well,
was weird.
I'm actually in the car and we're on our way. Question: if I send Dagobert to evidence and someone keeps an eye on him, can he get the information that we came to get?
I'd say no, because he's not one of us, dude. The fuck are you thinking?
Okay. I'm just trying to do.
I mean, he is your
multiple
consultant, but he's also been nabbed with
yeah.
evidence in his pants.
You're on speakerphone, by the way.
I know. I can hear the echo. No offense, dude, but you were caught with evidence in your pants.
Yeah.
Not exactly makes you trustworthy.
But one of my best searches, I think. It's the first time I found something that wasn't contraband of some sort. Or a knife.
I'll make you a medal of pants searcher extraordinaire, Errol.
You know what? Tell my husband that. I'm sure he'll get a kick out of it.
I'm not gonna even unpack that one. Get your ass down here. Something weird's going on. I need you here.
I'm having a breakdown. I'm sorry. I'm not myself. And then I hang up. I just keep
Fuck
going.
off, Errol. And he just hangs up. And that's a good place for us to take a break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes with the rest of our story. Go stretch, hydrate, it's important. And we'll see you all in just a bit.
Sure
Yeah.
how.
And also,
We're back.
And we're back. And also, we'll continue that conversation later. And also, you arrive at the precinct with Dagobert in the car. The car doesn't explode yet. You arrive at the precinct. Where do you go now?
You know what? We'll do evidence first in case the thing with Varys gets, in case we need to do something with it. So
you go to evidence and you request the 2 module readers and the modules in them, and you get them and you get the findings from the tech department and say that it's an old, as I told you before, it's an old school model reader. It's not archaic, but just not really used anymore because filament technology has advanced beyond the times of these things. Because now you have your weavers and you can just use the modules there, and you don't need like a standalone device. These are mostly used for testing purposes, saying like at the foundation or by any other people who create modules. But in terms of the modules themselves, the techs can't make heads or tails out of them. They recommend a liaison with the foundation to use their expertise to identify the purpose of these modules. And you see that a request has already been cleared by your captain to have the modules sent to the foundation within the next few days.
Okay. Okay. Does it say when they're being sent?
In a couple of days.
Okay. I'm going to take all the findings and I'll leave the modules just in case I can't get them back in time, but we can come get them out again if we need to.
Okay.
So the request has been put through and they're being sent across. So I don't have to do anything else with that. That's done.
You would need to wait. Either that, or if you can find someone who can do that request faster and you want to take it to them, that's on you. And you would have to report it. For example, if you wanted to, get your husband involved and use his expertise to identify this shit, that's an option, and that's a resource that it will be you using it, and you would have to say, hey, I think my husband can check this out super quickly instead of waiting, for bureaucracy. But again, that's on you. That's a resource that you have available.
No, Errol's not getting his husband involved unless it's absolutely necessary, because look what happened to his dad. And apparently his dad is very highly trained and his husband is very much not.
Your husband is very much trained, just in a different area.
Not for defending himself against bad guys. Unless it's a cyber attack, and then maybe.
Just saying.
Shit, didn't phone him. Okay. I don't take them. I don't sign them out. I sign out the report so that I have that.
You sign out what? The report. Yeah.
The report. Yeah, so I take the report. And we'll go check in with Varys.
Varys is sitting on his desk, like literally sitting on the desk. Rodder and Polik, like their chairs turned to him as they're kind of having a conversation. You see that the captain's door is open, and out of it walk two people. The first one is actually three people. The first one is a high elven man in a very prim suit with a briefcase. You've never met him, but you've seen him in photos. This is the DA.
Okay.
His name is Aring Longbow. The second one is, she looks for a moment you have to do like a double take, because your captain also comes out. The fourth person that comes out is your captain, and this person is nearly identical to the captain. And that's when it clicks with you and you know who this is. This is Petra Lorraine, also black-skinned high elf. She's the mayor of the city. And the last one, you have no idea who they are. They seem to be in a suit, but underneath also seem to be in like a full body suit, including black gloves that extend from the business attire. And they are wearing what looks like a biker's helmet, but like the visor, instead of being just like this, it extends well up like the top of the head, and it is completely obscured. And they walk with a cane.
Okay.
And your captain looks at this. Okay, says, Errol, gentlemen, Mayor, Miss Mayor, this is Detective Romanesh. Detective Varys is his partner. I will inform him of what you have told me. If that is all, good day. and they all nod to you very politely. The mayor approaches and says, Detective, through some channels, I have heard what happened to your father. I'm very sorry to hear. Is he doing well? Or better, in any case?
He's not conscious.
I hope he has a swift recovery. Please extend my love to your mother. And she walks out, followed by the DA and the man in the strange attire. He's very, very skinny. Like, you could say almost like a semi-athletic build, but leaning towards the skinny, and the fact that he's heavily leaning on a cane tells you some form of mobility issue.
Okay. Does the costume look like...
No, it doesn't look like the Quiet, no.
Okay.
For both of you, I will allow you to make a history check to see if you have seen or heard of this individual in any capacity.
Um, Twelve.
13.
How much? 13, both of you?
12 and 13.
12. You don't really pay that much attention to like news and ongoing politics, so no, this individual doesn't ring a bell. Must have something to do with the government of the city itself, if he's here with the mayor and the DA. But you're not sure who they might be.
Just wait for them to leave and then approach the group, I guess.
Hey, Earl. Varys turns and goes, I'm just catching the guys up on everything. Just in case, because this, I don't know, this thing is weird, and I just have this weird feeling like someone's keeping shit from us. And
Yeah, same.
so, I mean, I told you, DA shut me down. I mean, I make the request. His office didn't shut me down, like just a call. Tucker came down here with the mayor and whoever the fuck that other guy was, and they shut me down in person.
Look at this. I'm going to talk to the captain, see what they said, but if this has anything to do with him, I'm not touching it. I will do whatever else, but I'm not.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with that individual. I don't know what it is, but I don't know.
So this was Alexandros, right? That was the name that got shut down.
Yeah, for the other one, I got all the info. We can hit him anytime you like.
Yeah, I've got a work address and a home address. So
I just had the home address. It was having I couldn't get the home address yet. Still looking into it. Apparently, the guy has several places in the city. So
I have an address.
Okay, that's cool.
We look between us and Dagobert. There is something way above us going on here.
I don't know, but I'll be honest, it's kind of pissing me off.
Dagobert, you write stories about this shit, right? Corruption.
Yeah, I've got nice stories.
You got contacts, maybe not the kind that we might have.
I've got people I can talk to.
It might be worth pulling some of those strings. Because this is... give me a minute. Let me see if I can get something out of the captain. I'm not going to knock on the door. I'm just going to open it.
You can use Errol, sit down for a moment. First of all, how's your dad?
Alive.
Any idea who did it?
I know who did it.
Okay. Give me the name and we'll go after him.
We will not be going after them. They're not pressing charges.
Wonderful. Really, people should know that we can't help if they don't let us help.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know that we could. I certainly cannot help this. Not. I showed you that picture of the tiefling.
Yeah.
My uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him.
Good to know.
Captain, can you be real straight with me?
I'm always straight with you, Errol. Because I don't have time for bullshit. My day is packed as it is.
The commissioner. Is he straight?
As far as I know, yeah.
Because Giovanni met with him the other day.
The commissioner meets with a whole lot of people. And just because this uncle of yours is into some shady shit doesn't mean that's all he does. A lot of people, trust me, you have no idea how many people that deserve to be behind bars have a perfect public face that we can't touch until they screw up. Him taking your dad out would have been a perfect screw up for us to come in and take him out, but if no charges are being pressed, can't do shit.
Yeah, so I think that there's more to it. That's neither here nor there. Okay.
You got a +3 to any roll. Nate.
Awesome.
Thank you, Dawn. You will pay for this.
This guy, what's the deal with the mayor?
Orders from above are to this guy, Alexandros, do not touch him. Leave him out. Don't talk to him. Don't bother him in the slightest. I don't know why. I'm not being told why. But if Sister Dearest is coming all the way down, slumming it with me in the precinct, it's gotta be serious.
Yeah, we're all seriously corrupt.
I'm gonna forget that you just said that about my sister, okay? I'm just gonna forget that you just said it, okay? You're having a rough couple of days. I'm gonna choose to ignore it.
Yeah, I didn't say it came from her. There are people above her too.
Not that many.
There are people more powerful than she is lurking.
Oh, lurking, sure, but yeah, I'm just gonna say, if you're thinking of any way going to talk to this guy, be very careful.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not thinking of talking to anyone right now. I'm not. I will not keep a. I'm not going to have my game face on, so we're not going to do that. Look, the reason that these two are in question is because they're investors in that paint company.
Yeah, I know.
And we got a pretty solid tip, we'll say, to look into them. Well, you would have read it, I guess, in the report from the questioning. So he's not wrong. This Sparrow. What do they call themselves again?
Darlings.
Yeah. He's not wrong. Clearly, there's something here. I don't know where to go next, and
My advice, and I hope you take it to heart, Carol, for once in your career, is get your head out of your ass, get your head in the game, take a day or two if you need to, but then be ready to do some fucking work.
Yeah, I think we need to pull the foundation into this.
I mean, I'm already sending those module things to those modules up to them to identify. Apparently, the coding in them is nothing like our techs have never seen anything like it.
I was thinking, but I didn't really want it on the record, so I'm not doing it. But I could ask my husband. I just don't want him involved in any of this shit.
I mean, as far as I know, your husband has the required skills for this. Can he fast track it and get rid of all the red tape?
I can ask. I just don't want him to end up like my dad.
If I'm not mistaken, from when your place got trashed, your husband is still at the foundation or a safe house provided by them.
Yeah, I think my mother is protecting him, so she's doing me a solid for a change.
So, there you go.
Okay, but they didn't give you anything about this guy, right? Just drop it.
Just drop it. But the DA looked spooked.
Yeah, so this did come from way above.
DA's not saying why. My guess, some deal in the past, some case, something. And
okay.
I mean, something like the kind of thing that you can pull like witness protection kind of thing. And I'm not sure, but if you're go where the investigation takes you, Errol.
Yeah, it's just taking me in a million different directions right now. So one thing at a time, I guess.
As my dear girlfriend used to say, my ex, pick a hole and stick to it.
Oh, okay. That's that.
She had a way with words. Let's just say that.
He's just red. He was not expecting it. He's like,
she just had a way with words.
I mean, that. She's not wrong, I guess.
Well, you know what I mean. Pick a lead, follow it.
Yeah, yeah. On that note, I guess I'm gonna go. And
oh, please, we're all adults here.
Ma'am, I just wasn't expecting it from you, is all.
I have a life, Errol. I don't live in this place, even though I spend 70 hours of the week in here.
Anytime I see you, it's usually you with the stern face on.
Because you put me in that position, Errol.
Yeah, that's what I remember. And then he
stop pissing me off and get the fuck out of my office.
He leaves, but there's like a quirk in his lip, like he's kind of amused. Still kind of red.
You step out and you don't know how, but the door slams behind you.
Okay, we're not going to unpack that. Boys, we've got nothing on this guy. Dagobert. He's just going to walk towards you.
Yeah.
Those contacts. How adept are they at finding things out?
Ooh, high to middling. Why? What do we need?
We need to know. We need to know a lot of things. We need to know a lot of things. There's a few things we need to find out. We need to contact the Foundation. So let's head back to the Seekers Guild.
Radio.
Varys.
Yeah.
The modules are being sent to the Foundation next few days.
Yeah.
We should get some information from that. I'm going to see if I can speed that up.
Okay.
Do any of you, with whatever time you might have in your busy workloads, except you, Varys, because you're also working in this case. Next lead, where do we go? Can one of you maybe meet with the Starlings?
I can go. That's just, yeah, I can do it.
That's a delicate one. I feel like that's
I have my ways.
yeah, hence why I was delegating. That's one thing off the list. I'm going to see if I can fast track these module readers, and I'm going to see if we can work out what the fuck is happening with all this subterfuge. And it might lead nowhere because,
Ron goes, on my end, I'm going to keep working my cases. But if you two need any backup, just let me know. Me and Manny will come running.
Thank you. Okay, back to work. If you need me, I'll be at the Seekers Guild or I'll be at the hospital. Either way, phone me if shit hits the fan.
Will do.
And I'm going to go back and check my car again. In fact, I'm going to check the desk.
Okay.
And then I'm going to check my car.
As you don't find anything, Errol, Dagobert, as Errol is checking his desk, you get a message on your Weaver. It's from your lawyer, Mr. Chamomile.
Okay.
He says, he says, we need to talk. Can you get away?
So I send back. Yes. Where? When?
Just over the phone, but needs to be private. Get away from any of them.
Just send back. I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Go back. I go back to the car, I guess.
Okay. There, you follow Dagobert?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll wait for him. We go back to the Seekers Guild.
Yeah, you head back to the Seekers Guild, and I think that will be near the end of this second day.
The second day, yeah.
Yep.
honestly, Errol is probably going to tell Dagobert that he's going to spend the night at the hospital. He's welcome to come with, or he can, you know, he can come with, or he can not. He'll phone him or something the whole way there.
I was having to stay in touch, and I've got some research to do, so I'm going to stay back here.
Okay. Those if you've got any contacts, you might be able to.
What do you think I meant by doing research?
I'm just thinking. I'm gonna see if I can get some stuff too, but I might not be able to. And then I'm asking you something. It's not strictly legal, but I'm gonna ask you if I need to.
Okay,
And then
what?
Well, if I need to. I'm not breaking the law until I need to break the law.
Okay, this stuff takes time. We've got enough time for you to be waiting.
Look, we could die tonight, so no is the answer, but no is always the answer, and we still have to wait for shit, so I wanna see if we can get these classified files unclassified, but it's unlikely until I can figure out why they're classified in the first place. So I'm just gonna do a bit of digging.
Okay, just stay in touch.
Yeah.
Errol
Then I
goes.
send a text to RaQui to tell her I'm going to the hospital.
You head to the hospital for the night. And Dagobert, what do you do?
As soon as I see him go, I go back to my room, pick up my disguise kit, secrete it on my person, and then I leave the Seeker's Guide.
Okay. Where do you head?
I'm going to find myself a busy premises somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Go inside. Go into the
You
toilet.
find a very busy cafe. Imagine something like a really busy Starbucks.
Yeah. So I just go in there, order a coffee. Well, whilst they're making it, I'm going to go into the toilet and use my disguise kit, change my clothes.
Okay.
Then I'm just going to walk out as a different person, because I know the Seeker's Guide are keeping an eye on us.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully manage to lose them.
Make a perception check.
Four.
Or you're fairly sure you've given them the slip. I will ask for a performance check from you to see if you can, how well you do with your new disguise, how well you become a different person.
That is 15.
Okay. You get out, you use your disguise and go where you will. Where do you go?
I just start walking, pick up my phone the boss.
You alone?
No one keeping an eye on me, at least.
Very good. I pull some strings. I got in touch with the Quiet. I have a way of getting you out of their sights. It's a job.
What do I need to do?
Recover the module readers that the police has.
It's doable. I know where they're going.
Once you have them, I'll give you a drop-off location. Once you complete the task, you're home free.
What about the others?
Look out for yourself, Daggerbird. Look out for yourself. They're on their own.
Understood. He just hangs up. Goes back to the calf, gets changed back into his normal kit, and walks out again.
Picks up
Goes
his
back to-
coffee and goes back to the Seekers Guild. Yep.
Yeah.
It comes the third day. And we're going to move the clock a bit forward into the morning. As you all do the usual things of, going back, changing, showering, having breakfast, planning how what you're going to do. Will, you're only a couple of hours away from returning to Washington City. And suddenly your phone is bombarded by all the missed messages you kind of left, because along the way, as you check your phone, you realize you still have it in airplane mode. And you go and, God damn it, turn it off. Just a bunch of messages arrive.
Oh, great.
Including a couple of messages from your mom, like, you said you would keep in touch. What the fuck? Where the hell are you? Make a perception check, please.
Oh, I hate Willies.
Hydrate. I ran out, so I cannot hydrate at the moment.
18.
18. You, as you're driving, you look back in the rearview mirror. You're being followed.
Oh, come on.
You, for a moment, you think, it's just people on the road. But you see you're being followed by bikers. Like, they're just right behind you. And you see in front of you, some of them parked. And as you drive past, they begin to drive and join the others. As you are being followed by this group of bikers on the road. I had you before in the break, I had you roll for initiative.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you have the highest initiative. And this
Okay.
is a chase sequence.
Oh, man. Okay.
So this is equivalent of a skill challenge. You can use skills, spells, any ability that you have to get yourself to safety.
Okay.
You can also, much like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you can call a friend. You can get people in, maybe rush in to at some point help you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Right. So my first action is, can I use guidance on myself?
Yes, you can, but it's an action.
I know it's an action, but as I'm still driving, I can
You
cast
can
it on
use
myself,
guidance,
can I?
yeah.
Yep. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Because then I have a D4.
Okay.
And an ability check. So.
Mm-hmm.
And the ability check I'm going to use is. My brain is so dumb right now. What abilities again?
Sorry. You have your sheet.
Can't remember what. Yeah, I have my sheet right in front of me, and I'm just like, my brain is gonna
What do you need? Sorry.
ability check abilities.
Skills.
It's your skills.
It's my skills. That's what I thought, but I was like, no, it doesn't. I told you, my brain's gone dead.
Ability
That's why I was
scores.
drinking.
Class
Br-
features.
Anything that you add, like a dex bonus or a con bonus to.
yeah. Should we do drive then?
What are you doing with the drive? Anything special?
Well, it adds a D4, and I think if I add it
I'm
to
just
drive,
saying,
then
what is your intent with this action? Because you're already driving.
My intent is if I need to like swerve or like avoid traffic.
Okay.
So I guess like acrobatics or
No, that will be
maybe
drive.
acrobat-
That will be
no.
drive. You're right now. You're driving down a stretch of highway that is fairly empty.
Guidance
Okay.
just kicks in when you make a roll. It doesn't matter what the roll is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a skill check. It doesn't affect ability score, saving throws or attacks. That's bless.
Yeah.
That is your turn then.
Yep.
From the bikers, again to the side mirror looking back as you're driving, you see these pinpricks of violet light, and one shoots right past your window. The other one takes out the side mirror.
Oh, come on. I just literally got it out.
It is your turn again. What do you do? Do you want to call anyone? You do have your phone.
Yeah. What I need to do I'm gonna. How many mana points do I have? Mana, because that seemed to work for me last time. I have 20 mana points. I'm gonna put in 3.
You would have had a full
mana.
rest by now, so.
Yeah, yes. 20 mana is like how much I've got.
Yeah, I know.
Really. So I'm gonna put in 3 so that I can speed along a bit faster and kind of.
Actually, make a roll a d20 for me. And because we never actually discussed it, we don't know if your ban allows for infusion. So we're gonna make it a if you roll higher than 10, it can. If not, you have a very cheap old van that you got when you were still barely making a living. You've kind of hung to it.
Okay. I rolled a 10 exactly.
10 exactly. It is an old cheap ass van that is just pure engine, no mana.
Pure engine. No, pure engine, no mana. Okay, fine. So I can't do that then. So I'm going to make a phone call.
Which lifeline are you using?
The one that's currently disappeared from the screen, apparently.
You're calling Errol.
I was calling Errol, but I think
Errol has just nipped to the bathroom and will return momentarily.
That's fine. He stitched me.
If you get killed, it's Errol's fault, just saying.
Yeah. That's fine.
While we handle Errol, while Errol's disappeared.
Oh, look at that, magical.
Heard my name. I ran.
Errol gets a call.
Oh God, I'm at the hospital.
From Will.
Hello?
Okay. This is serious. I'm being chased. There are bikes. I'm on my way. I'm not that far from where I'm supposed to be, but I'm going to be a couple of hours. I might need some help.
Okay. Bikes. So, okay.
And purple weapons. Purple, shiny beams.
Okay. Right.
Serious.
Yep, I know. I'm on my, okay, let me go. I'm gonna send
SOS.
I'm gonna send help. He hangs up and he like what was it? 122? What was the police?
222.
222.
Will do.
He reports what's happening. And does he vaguely know? So there can't be that many routes in from where she's coming from.
You would be fairly familiar with the road she's taking. You know, from where she's driving, you fairly know where she would be driving.
So I report it in and say, you know, she needs help.
Okay, we'll dispatch some units. We'll contact Highway Patrol and see if we can get someone in there to help her.
Okay. Weapons fired.
Heard you loud and clear.
And then I don't know whether my dad woke up or not, but I guess
he hasn't. He is still very much. He's actually, the doctor is saying he's being kept under.
Okay.
Just to minimize movement.
If it's just my mother in the room, then I just give her an apologetic look and I leave. If there's no one in the room, then I leave.
She's not in the room. She, much like before, she had to step away when her assistant came in.
I get my war weaver back because I assume that got taken away again.
Oh yeah.
And I call the other two.
I would say, RaQui, make a roll. This one I will give you advantage because because it's a phone and it's loud.
See. Oh, I got a natural 20.
You for a moment you're focused. This is the third day you're reading on necromancy. You're reading and it's fascinating. And you hear like this annoying sound. It then takes you out of your concentration, and your weaver's ringing and it's Errol's number.
Hello.
Hi. We've got a problem. Will's being chased on the highway by motorcyclists with weapons. So we probably need to go that way.
Did you call the police?
Yep. They're dispatching people. But this could be, our problem. And I'm not sure.
Kat, I need you to mute your mic when Nate's talking.
It's me.
Because they're in the same room.
Yep, it's reported and they're sending units, but this could be the problems that we've been having, and I'm not sure that some highway patrolmen can deal with that.
So, are you going? You want me to come with you?
Yeah, can you get Dagobah and I'll come collect you guys and we'll go. Unless you want to drive.
Being chased by motorcycles. Do I want to drive? Do I want you to drive? We'll decide. Where's Dagobah?
You there?
I mean, I'm in the library. He's not here.
I assume in his room. I'm getting in my car now.
Come pick me up. I'll see.
I'm going to be honest, Nate, there's this horrible clicking sound when you mute your mic. There it is.
I shall do it from here.
Please. Okay. So you continue driving towards the Seekers Guild. What does RaQui do?
I'm going to go and knock on Dagobert's door and see whether or not he's there.
Is Dagobert there? You're muted.
Yeah, he's here.
So I'm just going to very, very quickly be like, Will, in trouble, shock horror. We need to go save her. Hurry up.
We need to go save her. Where is she?
Down some highway being chased by people on motorbikes with big purple blasty guns. Apparently it's our problem.
Okay, 1 minute. I activate the Weaver, put my armor on, grab my gun.
Okay, Will, as you are making this call and driving, another shot goes wide past your window, but the passenger side window is bursts and glass flies into the inside as you see a chain breaks through it. And you see on this other side mirror, there is a biker attempting to kind of clamber on while his buddy is driving. It is your turn.
Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously? You're actually kidding me right now. Mm,
What does Will do? Pray the Lord thy soul to keep.
Yep. Hey, you know that god that seems to be around a lot? No, I'm not doing that. I am not. Rav.
Aren't you a cleric?
Yeah, but I was talking about a different god, don't worry.
So, what are you doing?
I'm not. Survival? Can I use a survival check
Or
to try and fucking stay alive? To basically know how my Ratan works, because I've been in it for so long, know what the capabilities are, and try and like swerve with it to try and shake this person off.
that is more a drive check to just try to shake the person up.
Okay, drive check then.
Yeah.
And I have a +4 for that because of my thing.
Is it just me, or is Jade's video kind of choppy?
Is it?
It's a little shaky, yeah.
Anyway. Anywho. Okay. How much did you
It
roll?
comes and goes.
I haven't rolled because I was worried about what you guys were saying. So 19 plus my d4 plus 2, so 21.
I rolled the drive for the guy on the bike. You rolled a 20. So you swerve, the guy loses balance, falls on the bike, and you kind of just give the bike the softest love tap, and they kind of swerve and both flip, and it's not a pretty sight at the speeds they're going. There is a streak of people on the right side of your car.
Okay.
This is happening more or less in parallel, but each of these turns corresponds to a few minutes instead of a few seconds. So in the last space of the last couple of turns, I will say that Errol, you've arrived at the Seekers Guild, and while apologies,
Especially.
while you're there, and you two are heading down, Olus looks at you, her, and says, "Curious, is something going on?"
Yes, our last member is being shot at
Where?
on the high, and I list where I think she is.
Okay. Go into the garage. Go to the empty spot number 76, and
Spot
just
number 7.
wait there for a moment. I need to calibrate some things.
You are wonderful.
Just give you a warning. It's a bumpy ride.
Oh, then I'm not driving. Someone else can drive, but we'll do that.
You head off and put the thing in number 76. And the moment you roll the car in, something comes out and locks on the wheels. And you hear a voice saying, "Well, as I said, this is not exactly, well, I didn't mention it. This is not exactly accurate. Also, it's a highway. There's people driving. I'm going to do my best not to drop you on people, but Godspeed."
Wait for the others.
I'm assuming you're all together in this car now.
Yeah, I did text them. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
They will come in. Also,
Who's
Errol
driving?
is going to suggest perhaps someone else drive.
RaQui? Is RaQui taking the wheel?
His dexterity is not the best.
I feel like she needs to, because the last time Errol drove was a disaster.
Jeez. Yeah, you did see a very... It was very literally Fast and Furious.
Yeah, she's just going to sort of like use her wings to shoo him across and just take the driver's seat.
You enter the car, you there, and the car is already on, and you feel the car begin to accelerate. But it's not moving. It's just like the wheels are being spun, the engine is responding, it's accelerating, and then you see almost Back to the Future, like as you hit a certain amount of speed, there's this crackling like shift of energies right in front of you, and you're like facing a wall. It's getting, then this rift opens, and you immediately shoot through, and then you begin to fall. Errol, you go up from your and I'm gonna actually have you guys make a dexterity saving throw to quickly put on your seatbelts. How much, Errol?
If you roll a 1 and you have -1 dexterity,
That's a 0. I will say you still. I repeat, you do have a reroll that is for the table, but you can use it if you want to, or if you wish, you can keep it and let things happen as they will.
I don't know if it'll be more useful in case Will dies before we get there.
Okay, Dagobert.
I'll just take it. I'm not forget.
18.
18, cool. And RaQui?
14?
Okay, that's fine. It was DC 10, really.
That's that thing where you try to pull it
feel
too
falling.
hard.
Dagobert and RaQui hurriedly just grab seatbelts, put them on, and you're locked in. Errol is panicking because now he's not driving, so he doesn't know what to do. And as the falling begins to become more pronounced, you feel yourself become weightless as you kind of lift from the seat and kind of float in the middle of like the front seats and the back seats, and you see then that ripple again in front of you and opens, and you see through it, you see a van being pursued by like 10 bikers, and you see the car go through the portal at about 50 feet in the air. Will, you're driving and you see this crackle, almost like a storm cloud appears in the middle of the sky behind you. And you're like, oh, literally like lean out of the window to look. The bikers are confused. A portal opens and through goes Errol's car. And it's about 50 feet in the air. And as it goes and lands, and I need a drive check from RaQui to see if you can handle the impact of this thing and the swerve you're going to get. In the meantime,
reroll, do not hurt my car.
RaQui, you do have one reroll you can use.
$15?
15 is goodish. I'm going to allow you a dexterity saving throw. In the meantime, holy shit. Errol, as this car lands, you smack with the force of this entire fall, slam into the car and kind of bounce around every hard surface on this car, and you take 22 points of bludgeoning damage. You hear some things crack. I think Errol is down. You're muted.
I have 19 hit points.
Yeah, you're dying. You're dying. You're dying, buddy.
My horns are like stuck in the roof.
I need to do something real quick, and it's Errol down. He's unconscious. And you all see you in the car. From your point of view, you see Errol floating, almost like in space. And then when you hit, he hits against every part of the car, like everything in the interior. You're sure you heard a rip crack. And he is done. He's out. What was that dexterity saving throw, RaQui?
17?
17.
Better.
I have good news and I have bad news for you. The good news is, remember I mentioned there were about 10 bikers pursuing Will? No longer. There's about 6 now.
Oh, cool.
Because your car lands on 2 of them.
Yeah.
And they will say they're pining for the fjords. They're ex-bikers. But the impact with this uneven ground causes the car to flip and tumble. And on the upside, it takes another set of 2 bikers, just flattens them across the ground and turns them into just a stain. Your windshield is also turned decidedly crimson. But with your dexterity saving throw, you manage between you and Daggerbird to kind of shift your weight and actually somehow managed to like hit in the wheels as it's stumbling over to kind of arrest the momentum and direct it and continue driving, turning this into the most hardcore stunt ever performed. Problem is, you take half damage because you have a seatbelt on, but you still take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from the car's flippy over.
Okay, that's not too bad.
The car is messed up, but it is still functional. There's 6 bikers ahead, an unconscious dying Errol behind you. And Will is still driving the van. So I'm going to have one of you will roll initiative. You will have advantage from aid from the other, except Daryl, the other member of the group in the car. And that will determine the initiative of your car. Here's how it's going to work. At any given turn, one of you can make a roll, can choose what the action is. And that person takes the action for the group in that car. So if RaQui wants to cast a spell, that's it. If RaQui wants to do a driving maneuver, that's it. If Errol wants to shoot or you want to throw Errol at them, that is another option. If Dagobert wants to do something, that is your action as a group for that round. Will, you are still driving individually, so you control your own vehicle. There are
That's
still
fine.
6 bikers remaining. Each of these bikes, there's more than 6 bikers. There are 6 bikes. 4 of them have just one person riding. Those are the ones closer to the car. The 2 closest to the van, the ones at the front, have someone riding shotgun, basically. So it's 4 bikers and then total 8 bikers, but 6 bikes.
Just very quickly, where we have bonus actions, can we still do one bonus action, one action, but can they be from different
I
characters?
will say
in the
yes.
car?
I'll allow it. Yes,
Cool. Thank you.
that's fine. So please, whoever is going to do it, except Errol, roll initiative. For the record, death saves occur at the top of the turn. So the first thing that happens is the death save. In any case. That was a nasty tumble there, Errol.
Dagobert, do you want to roll initiative or do you want RaQui to do it?
I'm pretty dexy. I think I'm probably
Yeah,
quick on the
perhaps you
draw.
should do it.
19.
19. You go straight after Will. Means the party does things first, then come the bikers. So, Will, we begin with you. You have just seen this spectacle. I will tell you, RaQui, you are having something of limited visibility right now because your windshield is covered in former people. To put it mildly. Will, you are still driving. Your side view mirror is gone. And you just saw this spectacle of carnage happen behind you. What does Will do? Continue driving, stop.
That poor car.
Punch in the brakes suddenly and viciously.
I was thinking, yeah, punching the brakes.
Okay, I will have you make a drive check for that.
Okay.
You've
I no
already-
longer have.
Yeah, you don't no
Guidance.
longer have guidance. Yeah.
Oh gosh, 7.
7.
Yeah,
Your roll.
I'm too distracted now.
I will say the group still has 1 reroll available for the table, and you have 1 given to you.
Do it.
Okay,
Use it.
use mine.
Okay.
I didn't use it so you could.
Great sacrifice there.
15. I use
15.
my own one. 15.
15.
Yeah.
That will be the DC for the saving throw of those at the front. See if they can avoid just slamming into the back of your van. I'm going to make it a drive check instead of a dex saving throw. So if they fail, there may be a saving throw for the one not driving. First one, they need to hit on my roll lower than a 10 because they have +5 to their drive. That's a 13. That's an 18. This one avoids your brake and comes up to your side. You have a biker and his partner right there by you. Second one, rolled the 6. That is an 11. That fails. This bike, you feel the bump as this guy's driving so close to you that when you hit the brakes, just slam head first into the back of your van.
Can I just do a little quick reflex of because I've got my hands on the wheel and I'm just stroking the wheel and be like, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. This is not what was meant to happen. It's okay. Be a good girl. You can do this.
I will now roll a dexterity saving throw. Because of the impact, I'm going to set the difficulty at 15 as well for the person on the bike in the, riding bitch. I'm not making that up. And see how well they fare. Natural 20. Those of you behind driving, even through the haze of red on your windshield, you see that this bike slams into the back of the van. But just as it happens, the dude behind reacts with inhuman grace and literally stands on the bike and uses the momentum of the crash to jump and propel himself to the roof of the van. There's a biker on the roof as well. That is Will's turn. It is now the drivers on the Blood Cruiser. The Crimson Avenger. Errol, saving throw, please. Death.
Blue or red? Blue or red? Karma. I am conscious.
Very
I
good.
rolled a natural 20.
You are conscious at 1 HP.
Yes!
You definitely have a broken rib, though.
Ah.
Because you did take 20 points. You took your entire HP away. You have a broken rib.
What the fuck?
I will say, what are your choices? I will allow, a free object interaction. It doesn't cost an action to turn on the windshield. It doesn't. You can wipe the people away from your screen.
What?
It is incredibly disgusting because it's thicker than water. What else? What is your action? What do you do? You just heard Errol went completely limp, and I'll go, getting back on his feet, quote unquote.
Oh, I've got no useful bonus actions. So if I take the action and you take the bonus action, would that work?
Yeah. Can I do the bonus action first, though?
Yeah, what are you
Because
gonna
my
do?
Bardic Inspiration on Dagobert.
How do you inspire Mr. Dagobert?
I am going to give him a lecture. I feel that's like a very well thought out, intelligent lecture about how best to hopefully get rid of these bikers and save Will.
You get a long-winded explanation of the capabilities of the bikes, their engines, because of the certain degree of attire, how the level of IQ that you're probably dealing with, and I can just it's not so much a lecture as a fucking rant, but it does inspire you to do well, so she fucking shuts up.
Brilliant. So I pull out me Chris Clark pistol, aim at the nearest biker.
Yep.
To Will and fire.
Okay.
And that is a 15.
15. That hits. You have multiple targets. You have the bike and bikers that are right next to the driver's side. The one that is on the roof on his own. Or any of the 4 bikes remaining that are in front of you.
Roof guy.
Roof guy. You hit him. I will make a dexterity saving throw for him, because it's just been hit by a projectile weapon while standing on the roof of a moving car. Normally, I won't make you roll for you taking damage from an attack, but he is on the roof of a moving car. That's important factors. Roll your damage, please. You get sneak attack on this one.
Uh, 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Roll the DC for this. I will set it to 10 plus the damage 10 plus half the damage you dealt, which would be 13. He rolled a 12. So this dude slips, drops, and is run over by his buddies. Actually, let me roll a drive check for them, DC 15, to see if they can avoid killing their buddy. That's a 3. So, no. And in another gruesome spectacle, you hear someone in the ether, someone say, "There can be only one," as this bike goes straight through it over his neck, and, well, a football goes flying in the distance. We'll leave it there. I don't want to explain anymore. And you continue your pursuit, and as you're seeing this remaining group, which now will act, 2 of them that are nearest to you will draw pistols and fire. I'm going to set the armor class for your car. We'll do it as 10 plus the skill, how much you have in the drive skill. Whoever's driving determines that. So it's either 10 plus your dexterity or 10 plus your dexterity and your proficiency if you are proficient in the drive skill.
+1.
+1. So the armor class of your van is 11. How is is RaQui proficient in driving?
No, same.
How high is the dexterity? 1?
So it'll be 11, 10 plus 1 again.
Okay, so the car is hit. We'll roll the damage. It's 2. It hits the windshield, and there's a crack on the windshield, but it's not enough damage to go through. You have the cover from the windshield still. So there's that spider pattern that will eventually spread and, well, make things complicated. The next one will do the same thing. and also hits. Same thing, not enough damage, and hits another part of the windshield. Another crack appears. The windshield has now lost 4 HP out of 15 that it has. Those 15 go. You're likely going to get your asses shot. The other 2 will fire on the van. Failure from the first one. The sudden brake make them swerve, and as you continue driving, they cannot get their target. 11 exactly. The back of the van gets shot, and you hear something crack. You hear the thud of the impact. It's a back door of a van. It's a bit more sturdy, but it cannot handle getting fired constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And now we come to the guys right next to your door. First one, the driver, will make a drive check to get really close. It's a 14. I'll have you make a drive check to oppose that.
18.
18. He attempts to get closer to give his buddy advantage on the situation, but you manage to pull yourself away. The guy will have to roll normally. This guy will jump from the bike towards the door. It's an athletics check. I'm setting the difficulty at 20. That's an 11. Much like videos that you see on the Dragnet where the cat goes to pounce and just misses the distance completely. This is what happens to this guy, only he misses and gets taken out by your rear wheels. There is a bump. Your road gets slightly bumpy for a moment. And the other ones avoid. I'm going to ask this of the party in the back car. Do you see a body? You see a biker tries to jump to Will's window, fails, falls to the asphalt, and is run over partially by Will by the back left wheel. The other bikers avoid the body. Do you avoid the body?
No, I want to run it over.
I was going to say,
I will have you make. Fuck it. No right. Actually, no. You will make your right check. Make a right check for me.
Errol would like to try to swerve away from it if she doesn't.
Then make that roll. Make that roll with disadvantage.
Sorry, what check am I making?
Drive.
$13.
13. Despite Errol's intention, you almost saw yourself swerve against the railing. You managed to take control of the wheel and pull yourself correctly, and you run over this fucker. If you hear as you drive over, if he wasn't dead before, he most certainly is dead now. And as 5 bikers remain, that is where we're going to end our session.
Is it a free object interaction to put the police lights on the car? Like the ones that you put up if you're in an unmarked.
We'll leave that for the first thing to do next session. So thanks everyone for joining us for tonight. This was oh man. This was episode 8. This was episode 8. Rest days.
Rest.
Yeah. I hope you'll join us next week for episode 9, Full Throttle.
Hey.
And we'll see how the group fares against a group of bikers on the road as they're in moving vehicles. who knows if other things will happen? I don't know. We'll see. But that is everything for our episode tonight. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Before we go, we'll go around the room and we can tell you who they are and where you can find them in the dark corners of the internet, if they so desire to tell you. Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm playing Dagobert Swiftfoot.
Hey, Nate.
Hello, I'm Nate. I'm playing Errol Remenash, and you can find me on Twitter as Tiniest Sidekick, all one word, and on alternating Fridays again here on Kine and Country.
Yep. Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I played Will, and you can find me at JJ_squishy90, either on Instagram or Twitter. I can't remember which one it is. And
Don't worry, there's like
also-
16 of them, so.
exactly, you'll find me somewhere. And you'll also find me on Kind of Country, not this Friday coming, the Friday
The other one.
afterwards. Yep. And yeah, basically.
And last but not least, Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat, and I have been playing RaQui MriTtyur.
Okay. So that is everything from us for tonight. This was an interesting episode. And next week promises to be fun times. So we'll see how things go. But for now, thanks for watching. We hope you had a good time, and we will see you next time. Bye.